Hello fellow 7 Days to Die gamers, and welcome to episode 2 of this 7 Days to Die series 2. Alpha 10.1 hotfix was just out, so I'm kind of glad I held back a little bit. They fixed a lot of things, like the poured concrete is dries now. They added nails to junk loot, which is what the nail gun, the new thing that was added in Alpha 10. Added green and blue tank tops, so they added some colorful different clothes. Added all colored tank tops to loot lists, which is great, so you can find now colored tops. Added red denim pants, brown denim pants, and plant fiber pants. They added a recipe for plant fiber pants as well. So, and they also changed torches. Torches can no longer be stacked and cannot be placed on a wall by themselves. To place one on a wall, first place a torch holder on the wall, then right click the torch holder with the torch to upgrade the empty torch holder. Now, I'm gonna go through all that as we play the game. So now what I'm gonna do is start a new game. I'm going to call it Games for Kicks. Now this is gonna be an enjoyable let's play, a let's play where I can get new players who only joined since Alpha 10 a little bit up to speed on how to survive and what to do. As I have to be able to explain things, I don't want to make it too hard. However, I will of course change first everything to default, and I give myself a bit of a challenge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and play a survivalist, which basically means I have to know how to hit the Zeds, the zombies, and I can't, there's no messing around. Okay? So the percentage of night, I leave everything default. The only thing that I will change, difficult settings now include damage received and damage done by zombies. They included, they put it all into the setting. The setting doesn't affect any of the other settings. Survivalist, basically, Nomad means 100% damage received from zombies and 100% damage done by you to the zombies. Warrior means that zombies do 125% damage to you, and you do only 75 damage to them. Survivalist means they do 200% damage to you, and you only do 50% damage to them. And Insane means you do only 25% damage to them, and they do, I think, 225 damage to you. The opposite is obviously true here, all the way down Scavenger. You do 250% damage to the zombies, not 225 like here, and they only do 25% damage to you. Now you can get the exact percentages, I think, from the Alpha 10 release notes, so feel free to double check them. I could have been wrong by a couple of percentages here or there. So I'm gonna play Survivalist, which means I want to avoid zombies, and if I don't avoid them, I have to know how to hit them and how to deal with them. I will leave everything default except loot respawn. I will... yeah, I might as well, just in case. Okay. Drop on death, I will drop everything, which makes it a bit of interesting. Now, any of these settings, when they get too hard for me, or you find it too frustrating to watch if I keep dying or keep screwing up, let me know. And I will, and actually if I feel it gets too awkward or whatever, I will just change some of these settings, but I will let you know before I do that. Now, I leave everything else by default except crafting timer and loot timer. No, I will not have them on, because I don't believe that a Let's Play lends itself really well to craft timers and loot timers. Now, if you want to see, there's a few people who don't consider it hardcore or don't consider it to be challenging to have crafting timers off. This is a Let's Play, not a challenge playthrough. This is to educate new players as well as entertain people or veteran players, see what you can do, craft a couple of crazy things, and to be able to explain things without having to constantly look over your shoulders. Now, I think these settings make up well enough for the difficulty to start with, which is not bad, I have to say. So I'm trying to find a happy medium here to please everybody in a way. Now, I will attempt, or I'm thinking about doing an insane playthrough, where I won't explain anything, where it's literally just me trying to play through, and I will basically only have one life. If I die, I will reset the world. So, but this is going to be a separate series, which I'm not sure yet exactly how I'm going to start it. So, without further ado, I will start this world. You should be happy with the settings now. There's a bit of a challenge for the people who know 7 Days to Die. They should hopefully be interested in watching this series, and the new players, I will explain a lot of things along the way, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's get started. Okay, and we have spawned Let me actually bend down, because if I'm in Survivalist, I want to straight away crouch. Control crouches for anybody who's new. I don't know the Mac keyboards, I'm purely basing it on Windows. Anything you come across like goldenrod flowers, pick them up. Stones, pick them up. I get through the details of it now. I just have to swiftly move along. With the left mouse button you hit, and with the right mouse button you do use the items on your toolbar that you currently have selected. When you crouch, you see a little eye which says undetected. Zombies detect you, it turns to sensed. They can then hunt you if they know where you are. Now the first thing you want to do is punch grass. You pick up items you destroyed with the E key. You aim for them and click E, or in the case for destroying things, hold the E key down while you hit items, and as soon as they destroy, they get into your tool belt. Now, because this is quite a challenging setting, in my opinion, I have to move on while I'm explaining things, and you just have to pause the video occasionally, I suppose, when you're watching it to see what I'm doing. Okay, now you start off with water, which replenishes thirst, a chili can, which replenishes hunger, a bandage, and a torch. Torches are no longer stackable, as I just said earlier in the intro. Now, on the bottom left, you have your statistics. You have health meter, that's 0, you die. Stamina, hunger, and thirst. You have a wellness system, which I'm not getting into now, that is impacted by... Sorry, the wellness system impacts how this all works now, quickly or much you have health on stamina. As you do things like run around, run is with shift. You can see in the moment my stamina is not really going down, but when it's going down now. When I hit things, you also see them go down. Pick everything up you see. The cotton flowers, pick them up. You can make cloth from them, and you can make a bed from cloth. And you can see the stamina going down as I hit the grass. Now, what the first thing you want to build is under tools. Everything in this crafting bar is organized alphabetically, until it becomes bright. If you don't know a recipe and you don't have the items in your inventory for it, it is dark yellow. It becomes bright yellow when you have the items in your inventory but haven't crafted it ever. So it's an indicator saying, hey, you can do something you haven't done before. For example, sharp stone. I place small stone in it and craft it. Now it's green. Dark green means you know how to do it, but you have no materials for it. If I pick up another stone now, it becomes bright green and moves to the top, indicating you know how to do it, you did it already, and you have the items. The benefit of when you have items like this, when it's bright yellow, you click on them, but you don't craft them. The items don't move automatically in it. You have to manually place the item the very first time, like this. Whoops. I shouldn't have done that, I accidentally dropped it, sorry. I, by the way, opens this screen here. You have crafting and character, and the character can see your armor you're currently wearing. I'm naked nearly. And in the crafting screen you can craft. Click craft, and it crafts the item. Now that it's bright green, if you click on it, it moves actually one of the items into there. So you keep clicking on them one by one, 1, 2, 3, and it moves more and more into there. Or you can shift left click and it moves everything you have into it, which is quite handy, but be careful when you do that for crafting weapons and you don't end up accidentally crafting 10 of the same weapon. Now the first thing we want to do is build a tool called the stone axe. For the stone axe we need some sticks. So what we're looking for is a slightly bigger bush, like this one here, I think. No, that's just grass. Is this one here? No, that's grass as well. There's no big... oh, over there. Okay. There. I'm gonna go back into the forest to be safer. Not seen yet. So if I now look at my tools, tools and traps, you can see stone axe move to the top out of the alphabetical order in bright yellow, meaning hey, you have the materials to craft this item. If you pick something up with the left mouse key and then press right, you place single items. If you right click on an item, it cuts it in half, or to the best of its ability if it's uneven numbers. Okay? If you right click on a stack up there, again it takes 1 away. Okay, so if I put 5 there, and it cuts it in half. If I shift left click, it moves everything in one go back here, and then shift left click, it moves it all in there. Shift left click here, we'll move it up there, and that's it. So let's go ahead. That was some of the controls. WASD's movement, obviously that's hopefully not something I have to cover. Now we have a tool. You also straight away want to get a tree chopped down. This tool is a good starting tool, but it's not the best, so you're gonna have to hit the tree a couple of times. When you start in a random generated map, the first thing you should do is open the map with M and look at your bottom left coordinates here. Find the 0, 0 coordinate. If it says S, you have to move up because you're currently south. You see there it says S, so if you move up you get closer to the 0 point. If it says N, you have to move down. If it says east, you have to move left. There you go. Now approximately here at the 0, 0 coordinate or close to it, this is where the center of Hub City is. Every random generated map has a hub. A hub basically is a collection of apartments, big buildings like theaters. It's basically a city, yeah? Don't go there. It used to be much easier, but don't. The dogs will shred you to bits. There's cop zombies who will spit at you. There's bees everywhere. You're going to get killed. It's not going to be an easy start. Okay, so place a flag there by right-clicking. You place a flag right-clicking and then set waypoint with the left mouse. That way you can see now stone axe. Stone axe. What am I saying? Now when you move around, you can see now the red flag here. I'm placing it there not because I want to go there, but I want to avoid it. So what I want to do is I want to move close to it because I like being kind of near the Hub City enough that I can go for loot runs there, because it is very, very good looting in a city. But at the same time you want to stay away from it until you have good armor, until you're very geared and you have good weapons and well, at least some good melee weapons, and you know, to be able to defend yourself. Now you also want to straight away get one of those stones. Remember to hold the E key down so it picks everything up. Okay, otherwise if I don't hold down the E key and everything gets destroyed. Now to the new players, this is where you get iron fragments and small stones from. To the veteran players, no, coal and potassium nitrate does not drop anymore from breaking stones. They are now only found underground when mining. Unlike when you break things, holding down E and moving over items you can pick up or look into, like boxes or bags or birds' nests, it doesn't work. You have to actually aim at it and then click E. Now we get another bit of wood, and then we're gonna make our way to the water to get some clay, which we need for later. So I'm just basically trying to get you started well enough that you don't have to run around like a headless chicken looking for things. The one thing that will be difficult to get at the start is an iron pipe. Iron pipe can drop from zombies. I hope they increase the drop rate for it, but also by destroying toilets. You need an iron pipe to make a forge. And a forge you need to make iron ingots. Iron ingots you need to make good weapons and tools. Now, in the moment, what you want to go near the water, and I don't want to go too far up and down now because of the zombies that are there. And you usually want to find red earth. Like this will just give me dirt, which is okay for the moment. I think you have to hit it about 8 or 9 times to break. Now, sorry, I want to actually move up a little bit. I don't want the water to come in. Now I'm looking for red dirt underneath here, which usually is near water. And red dirt gives you clay. Clay is what you need to make mold, whatever you call it. This was just dirt. Let me see. So usually you can find cliffs or anything which you have a lot of red dirt. No, there's no red dirt, there's no clay. Okay, we're gonna have to find a better area. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to find a road. Okay, so I will go, oh, there's more water over here, so I will go across this water. And oh, we have red dirt there, brilliant. And what do we have there? Is that a zombie? Oh, a rabbit. Lovely. Now, let's see if I can, yeah, we're gonna take some of that wood. Shift left click moves everything down. I'm gonna take about half of that, make some sticks. I'm gonna need, I want to make my first weapon. Iron fragments can be turned into scrap iron. 2 pieces of iron fragments make 1 scrap iron. So put them all down, but don't put the uneven number down because it will just use it, but actually only make the number of scrap iron for an even number. So you see that here? It makes 5. If I put this on top, it still makes 5. So don't waste it, okay? I know it's micro optimization, but in the end of the day, it's a good habit to get into, not to waste anything. So now I have scrap iron, I can make a barbed club. Make a barbed club, please, instead of an iron reinforced club. And the reason for that is even if the iron reinforced club hits harder, the barbed club has a little perk which the iron reinforced club does not have. I'll show you this now. And because it's barbed wire around it, look at this. It does a 30 entity damage on the zombies. It applies the bleeding effect. It has a chance of 30% chance of applying the bleeding effect, which is exactly what you want, okay? Because it means zombies will bleed out. Which is kind of weird because I thought they're dead and the undead, and I didn't know they can bleed. Anyway, so the next thing you want to make is a crossbow. Because you make all this from just plant fibers and sticks and the basic resources you find. Now I can't make a crossbow bolt yet because I have to find a bird's nest or a garbage bag containing feathers. Feathers help me to make that. Now I want to go over there for the red dirt. I have red dirt here somewhere. Oh, that looks very... Oh, is that clay? No, I think that is just earth. Is it? Yeah, I think clay has to be red. This might actually just be funny looking earth. Or earth which is not, yeah, fertile dirt. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my way across here. I don't want to get too close to Hope City, but I want to find a road, because a road will allow me to look for prefabs. Prefabs are predefined buildings, basically, or prefabricated buildings. The buildings that you don't build, that are already there. Now, before that zombie up there is going to detect me, I want to get some clay. Like I said, if you don't know much about the game, please go into creative mode. You can learn along with me, of course, but feel free to go into your own version and look at all the recipes. You can highlight something, you can hover over it, it tells you what it is you need. If you don't know how to make something, for example, if you go here, you don't know how to make plant fiber. Okay, I don't know why I did that, okay. Plant fiber, you can type in plant fiber up here and see, oh, hey, it's something I can actually craft with grass. Great. That's always good to know. There you go. Now, I'm gonna pick up 2 or 3 more pieces of clay, because I still have some time. Yeah, I won't be explaining too much along the way for new people after this episode, because it's only the very beginning that the new people usually find the hardest to get used to. Like I said, set the settings down to the easiest possible level. And now we have 3 clay, which makes 27 lumps of clay. What we want to make with that is an iron ingot mold, which we need for our forge later. I think I have been sensed. No, I'm undetected. Now, if you can manage to actually sneak up on a zombie, when you're crouched, you're kind of in stealth mode. Look what happens. I get hit, but anyway, I got a sneak bonus damage, so if you can manage to sneak up on them, you actually get a bonus damage. So you hit them harder. But I was being a moron and I forgot that I have the settings higher and have to hit them harder. This is more goldenrod. Pick up the goldenrod. You will see later why. Pick up as much cotton as possible. I'm gonna play this game in the moment crouched, okay, because I need to stay down. These zombies, they are not very forgiving. They hit hard. You can see I was hit once and I lost a good chunk of my health. I'm lucky I didn't get infected. Oh, I'm being hunted. Okay. There's certain types of zombies which are called spider zombies. Okay, this was lucky. I actually watched this on another person's Let's Play, and I have to thank them for pointing that out, because I didn't realize that when you hit a zombie in the head, which is the fastest way of killing them, and you hear this really delicious cracking sound, this really crunchy sound, that is actually you landing a critical hit. You cannot land a critical hit on a body, as far as I know, only on the head. So make sure, okay, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? I'm being hunted by someone, and I can't see anything. Oh, over there. And I'm gonna stay down because I don't want another zombie to get my attention. There, that cracking sound. Now you, again, press E on a zombie once you target the part that you can loot, and which in this case is the head, and then R to loot everything. The reason I want you to pick up as much as possible of this cotton is you need to make a bed as early as possible, so that when you die, you spawn near... Oh, I can hear... There we are. We need to find a bird's nest as quickly as possible so we can make some bows and arrow. Hitting zombies is a skill in itself, okay? The best way to do it, practice it in other modes. Every now and then, bend down, see where you are. Now we have to find a road, okay? I'm gonna be following the river. Rivers usually lead to roads. Or crossroads anyway. There we go. I think we're gonna get near a road there. And we need some more cotton and some more scrap iron. Am I detected? No, I'm undetected. Good. And I haven't seen any birds nests yet. Always be wary. I mean, if you play this on easy, you can pretty much... the game is more forgiving. But you see, these guys are are walking around. You don't even see them. And I don't have the sound as high in the moment, so I don't feel like I have to shout so loud. But I raise the level of the sound later when I edit the video, so you have it nice and loud, kind of just a little quieter than my voice, so you can hear my voice but get the nice atmospheric sounds. Now, okay, we haven't found anything yet. It is 1 o'clock and we haven't found anything yet. Oh, there's lots of cotton, and please let there be somewhere a bird's nest. I'm gonna try to sneak up on her and then give her a good wallop and back up straight away. Ah, that was lovely. She didn't even see it coming. Okay, now I think it's time now to stop this first episode. I want to keep them approximately 20-25 minutes long, because otherwise it's just too much. Like a lot of people don't watch the whole videos, and there's only a few people who enjoy watching most of the long videos, but I will post them in quick succession, so it gives me also a breather and allows me to do probably more planned episodes, because if I only make them about 20 minutes, I have to focus more on what I'm doing, which is good. So in this episode we got ourselves nicely prepared. We have our basic weaponry done, and we learned, or basically I told you how to be safe by sneaking, by being able to sneak attack a zombie. So you see, you can sneak attack them. Don't be afraid of them. You take them out. Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm playing this now on Survivalist, so if you play on Nomad, you have nothing to worry about. Okay? Now in the next episode we're going to worry about finding a prefab before it gets dark. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you're new to 7 Days to Die, I hope you found the information very helpful. If you're a veteran, please bear with me. I will not do all that noob explanation in the next episodes. The new guys, you have to just pause the video. If you have any questions, actually, please use the comment system, okay? I will answer every comment. I will reply to every comment that asks a genuine question of me. Oh, an iron pipe. How lucky was that? That's what I need to make a forge. Thank you. Okay, now I have to stop, otherwise I keep playing and playing. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please join me in the next episode, where I'm gonna continue trying to find a prefab and trying to get into an area to get some food. Until then, this is Games for Cakes, and happy gaming.